Well, we like him. I mean, he's a premium player. I mean, he's a good all-around player. He's a guy, every time he's faced us, he's a threat to drive the ball out of the ballpark. He's a threat to drive in runs. You always fear him at the plate. He's also a good all-around player. He led the league, I believe, in assists last year in our ballpark. He's a very athletic guy. He can play left field and cover the ground out there. There's not a lot of offense that's around in the game. And so for us, just when we start adding up all the different dynamics of how our club fit together, he hit very well for us, fit very well.
We really kind of had to replace Torrey Hunter's offense. You know, Torrey drove in 80-something runs. That's a good chunk of offense that we had to replace, and I think this guy clearly does it. In addition, he's a solid left fielder with one of the best arms in the game, and he actually moves pretty well. He's had double-digit stolen bases in the past. You know, he's not a burner like Rajay is, but he's an athlete, and I mean, I have no complaints here. So.
Well, you never know if you're close, but I know that we were in a position. I thought we had a strong chance to sign him. We liked him a great deal at that time. When we made that decision, we just felt that Prince, when we signed Prince, that took us out of the Cespedes bidding at the time. It was a situation where we decided that Prince would give us a better chance to win right then, which he did. I think Cespedes, what surprised us is how well he played quickly at the major league level. We didn't necessarily think he'd play that fast and play well. But he did come along very quickly. We've always liked him. Today, when we talked to him, he called, and Al talked to him, and of course Al was the one behind all of the main person involved with us trying to sign him at the time, along with our Latin American operations, and he remembered us having lunch with him down there and his family. So we're happy to reunite with him at this point. I've had a lot of people call me about Rick, I mean, which would not surprise you. He's a quality pitcher, and when people look at our club, and it would make sense that they would inquire about him. But it was also, there are very few guys that would really make sense where we felt had the ability of Cespedes that you might be able to acquire. They're a club that has outfield depth, but there's a lot of clubs that are even looking for outfielders. I've had a club or two ask me about him already since we acquired him. Now, they heard we were going to acquire him. So, and we don't have any plans to move him anywhere else. I mean, we want to keep him. And so he's a guy that just we think fits real well. He's a 100 RBI guy that all of a sudden you put another guy like that, and then the corners of our club end up being Cabrera and Castellanos and Martinez and Cespedes, and then Victor as the DH. So we look at it as a real good offensive club. And then defensively up, really as a defensive club, Cespedes is a solid left fielder, above average arm. Martinez is solid in the outfield. We've helped ourselves defensively up the middle with Ghost, and then the anticipation of Iglesias being back with Kinsler and then Alex and McCann, we think we have a real good defensive club up the middle.